nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Cynthia here from Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. As usual, today is Thursday. It's my late night chat with my business partners from around the world. And as usual, tonight I will have a special guest as well for you, so that you can, learn more about from her, listen to her stories, her why, her achievement, her chance during this online business. And without further ado, I will bring in my guest, which is Esther from Penang, Malaysia. Hi, Esther.
Thank you so much for having me today.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
You're welcome.
Yes, Esther. As Malaysians, right? What are we celebrating today?
We celebrate after a very persistent fight between parties. Finally, we have our 10th Prime Minister. Why not you elaborate more?
Come, let's cheers. Cheers to our new PM. Yam sing.
Yum sing. Finally, the moment we awaited.
To a better future.
To a better future for the better generation as well.
Yes. Okay, viewers. Before we start, I will let Esther introduce herself, do a self-introduction, and then also she will also tell you her life before joining this online business. Esther, I'll leave the floor to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Cynthia. Where do I start? Okay, so my name is Esther. I am originally from Sarawak. I am still a Sarawakian. I have to emphasize this. Yeah, so basically, Malaysia is divided into two parts. If you are from overseas, right? Malaysia is divided into two parts. One is West Malaysia, one is East Malaysia. I'm from East Malaysia, married to the West. So now I'm in Penang, Malaysia. I'm a mother of two young boys. One is 4 and one is 7. And I'm a digital business owner. I call myself a mompreneur. And at the same time, I get to do what I want to do in life, basically also because of this digital business. So back to life before this digital business, that would be in 2020. So it has been many years since I worked. I would say about a decade. Maybe for some 10 years is not a long time, but to me, it was a long and eventful years because there's so many things that happen. I actually jump from different industry, not because I really want to jump, but because of certain life changes in different stages. So I was an accountant, and I worked for about 2.5 years in an MNC company. I do enjoy working there in KL, but after I got married, I had to move back to Penang, and that's where I had my first child. So it was really that struggle of continuing to work versus being at home with my kid. And that time also, because we are quite young, right? So financial part also is something we have to consider. So that time my husband actually have a tuition center, and I worked together with him for quite a few years. Yeah, so you see, from accountant, I actually go to education.
Well, it's a big change, huh?
But I actually took the cert as well, just so that I can support my husband. I just didn't expect that I would go into education so fast lah. Yeah, so I kind of just let go of what I studied because I kind of agree with my husband that family comes first. So from then on, right, there are so many different changes in different industry, all because I wanted to have time for my children so that I wouldn't be absent. We don't agree with sending them to childcare, all this kind of thing. So yeah, so it is because of that I try as much as possible to cater to the family first. And after 10 years, I finally realized that it couldn't work. It just couldn't work because the company has their own priorities, and we understand that. So that is why I decided that it is time for me to actually make some changes before I look back and wonder what happened to my life. Yeah.
True.
Mm. Yeah.
So how far was your first and your second the child the gap between them?
3 years. 3 years.
2 years, huh? Ah,
Mm.
okay.
Mm.
Mm. So you quit the industry the corporate industries to look after them? Uh-huh.
You can say so because it's home tuition center, so I get to look after
Uh-huh.
the first one. But
Wow.
when the second one came about, right, I told him
Wow.
that um because he's having a physical tuition center and competition is
Wow.
very high, so
I
I told him
see.
that it is not very secure if both of us were to run this tuition center. The income
Oh,
is solely from one source. So that is
yeah,
when
true.
I had the second child, I went back to
Uh-huh.
work. And this time I go
Ah.
back to hosting company customer service. So
Oh,
it's totally different, really, really
different
different
again.
industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the experience that I had in KL, I wasn't
Uh-huh.
able to apply it in Penang because it was from a subgroup
See.
consolidation. It's like a big MNC to a
Mm.
factory environment,
Yeah.
right? The application somehow it is
Mm.
not the same. And I actually quit before the
Mm.
GST came in. So there was a lot of things
Oh.
that yeah, so I faced a very hard time in trying to find accounting job. Put it that way.
Oh, I see.
So
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
end, I
true.
settled down with just anything that can give us income. No?
Uh-huh. I see.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So actually, when did you start looking? I mean, what did you start? I mean, what did you see in this business, this online business, when you're searching, right? How did
Mm,
you find this, and how did you know that this is the one, for you?
mm. Yeah. So okay, it's a continuation from what I just mentioned. So I was thinking that after 10 years, right, I realized that
Um,
I can't be switching industries every 2, 3 years. Just because I
yes.
need to cater to my children. And I
Mm.
actually went into insurance because
Oh.
according to many people, you get to actually arrange your own time. You
Uh-huh.
get to
Okay.
arrange your own time, yes, but
Yes.
you have sales target to meet.
Discipline.
So and what I
And
wanted
also
was
discipline.
time flexibility, time with my children. But in the end, right, you have to go out to
Mm.
search for potential customers. Yeah, so
Mm.
that made me struggle within,
Mm-hmm.
wondering whether this is something I really, really want to do for long term.
Yeah.
The money
Yeah.
there is definitely good if you
Mm.
really fight for it.
Mm.
But am I willing to give up the time that I have now with
Mm.
them
Mm. Mm.
in order for that money? So I really
Mm.
struggled within that few years that I actually started to
Ah.
wonder what's going on with my life. I'm quite lost because I keep switching industry and I couldn't have a foothold in any
Ah.
industry. Yeah, so I was quite lost back then. So when I finally get
Mm.
into
True. True.
insurance, that was the cut off, no, rather that was the
Uh-huh.
point, the turning point where I
Point.
realized that
Ah.
there's no way
You
I
really
can
have to do
actually,
something.
yeah, I really have to do something. And time flexibility is really
Ah.
something that I
Okay.
need. No matter what, I really need to have that
Mm.
time flexibility. So
Mm.
how else I can
Mm.
have time flexibility
Mm.
is only through online. So that is
Mm.
when I started
Mm.
searching online, and I
Mm-hmm.
actually saw many platforms. But after looking through and seeing that there are many products involved, and then
Ah.
there's also inventory. I did some facial before also, and
Ah.
my house kind
Okay.
of stored up with a lot of stocks in the end.
Ah. You did. Really? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
so,
Okay. Oh.
so I'm like, I don't want to store inventory. My house
Uh-huh.
can't be a storehouse at the end of the day. Yeah, so after looking at a few platforms, and I realized that I want something that doesn't require storing inventory and doesn't
Mm.
require me to go and talk to my family and friends
Mm. Mm.
and also
Mm.
talk to strangers because I basically
Mm.
experienced all of this before. So
Uh-huh.
when I saw this platform whereby they say
Mm.
that I only need to use social media in order to run
Mm.
this business, I was actually quite attracted to it
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
because I didn't have to do what I previously did before, and I just
Yep.
wanted to be able to really work from home. When I say work from home, right, it's not like I'm stuck
Uh-huh.
with my laptop 24/7. I
Uh-huh.
get to do
Mm.
what I need to do as a mother, and I
Mm.
still have the business running at the same time. Yeah, so when I saw this
Mm.
automation in this business, right, I realized that this is it. is something that I couldn't find anywhere else. And the system is really something that I need in my life. Yeah.
Yeah. But don't you think that it's when you see all those criteria, don't you think it's like too good to be true? You're not worried that it was a scam?
Yeah, I actually how to put it? When I saw it, right, I just kind of skipped through first. The first time I skipped through.
Oh,
Then I'm
okay.
like, got such thing one ah? I don't think so lah.
Yeah.
So I just skipped through lah. Then another time it came by. That was when I was really desperate for solutions. I was thinking, I've never invested anything in my whole life or try something out of the norm. It has always been by the book. What people
Yes.
think that is right. Yeah. So
Okay.
that time after looking at it, then I decided this is the year 2020. This is the year I'm gonna make that change. So yeah, that's where I just go for it lah. Just go for it and find out lah. Because no, because that time right during the pandemic, it is really about online. So if I believe if we actually do the due diligence and actually find out what is it about, we would understand more. There is also that 90 minutes free webinar that I watched that helped me to see what it is about. It is not about us throwing in money and waiting to just money to grow for us kind of thing. This business require us to actually work and learn and work. So it is something that is quite legitimate as well because we need to pay tax. So if it's if it's a scam, right? Would they be telling you that you need to pay tax? Would they be telling you that you need to work hard in order to let this business grow? The one that I saw mostly will tell you that it will be very fast, you'll get money. So it's a get rich quick scheme. But here we tell you clearly, no, it is not a get rich quick scheme. It is a business, and every physical business need to work. What makes you think that online no need to work leh?
True.
Yeah, lor. So that's why I'm convinced. And after talking to the my mentor and my coach as well that time, and after talking to them, then I realized that it is really a real business, a legitimate one. Yeah. So I get to talk to real people. It's not just talking to people that you don't get to see. I got to get to talk to them lah. So I feel that this is a connection that we build between people as well. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Okay. All right. So Esther, how long have you been in this business already so far?
By 31st December, it will be my second year. Yeah, I told you I want to make my change at 2020, right?
So you'll be
I make it
celebrating
on
your
the last day of 2020. Yeah.
So you'll be celebrating.
Yeah. Second.
So what is your biggest challenge in this online business? Any challenges?
For sure, business sure got challenges lah. Even my husband tuition center also a lot of challenges lah. Yeah lor. So what makes you think that online business no challenges? Cannot be ma. Yeah lah. So challenges for myself, right? It is more of showing up in the business itself. So previously you can say I am a shell. I try to not talk to people that to me wouldn't affect my life. So it's more of really just living my own life because I am a phlegmatic person. If you know what's phlegmatic, right? It's just laid back. I'm a very laid back person. So you don't bother me, I don't bother you. That kind of people. So for this business, because we are the brand, we are the front door of this business. So we have to kind of show up. So in the beginning, that was something that I really struggle with because I don't share about myself. I don't share to anybody. Even in my social media, is people tagging me most of the time.
Okay.
So social media, I only started using when I have my kids.
Okay. You post those moments that you're with your kids.
Yeah. Of course, can also exclude the part whereby during your dating time, right, you post some pictures. Yeah, that part only lah. Other than that, I don't really show much of myself on the online world. Because in 2009, I myself do not believe in the online world. It is
Okay.
because of university, then only people start to take pictures, all these kind of things. That only I needed to start a social media platform. Because to me it was probably full of scam and dangerous lah. So I am
True.
quite a safe person and I didn't want to go on it that time. So yeah, so
Exposing
it's
yourself
because of correct.
to the world.
Yeah, so that was my biggest challenge. And I couldn't really I don't know how to express myself in the online world. I mean, I will put it that way because I couldn't express it like how some people actually make it so perfect. So for mine
Yep.
it's just trying to be me. In the initial part it was really hard. But as I go along every day, right, I learned that it is about the little things in life that actually make the expressing part easier. As long as you know what you are thankful, every little things in every day, right? It actually helps you to realize the things around you are there are so many things around you that is happening rather than just focusing on things that we just want to go for.
Go
Yeah.
for.
So those are the things that help
Exactly.
me to see that.
Yeah, true, exactly. I mean, we just have to be like grateful, right? Learn to be grateful. Then things that we
Yeah.
see will be positive, and then it's actually good to share out the positive vibes, right? To
Correct,
people.
correct. My husband told me it is better to have more
So
people
that they
sharing
say,
positive things than negative things nowadays.
true. Yeah, true.
Mm,
It's true. Yeah,
mm.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. What about your greatest achievement then?
my greatest achievement.
Hmm.
Let me think. My greatest achievement being
Must be a lot.
able. I drink water first. Hold on.
Okay, okay.
Mm, my greatest achievement. I would
Hmm.
say it still stems down to my focus on my family because during the pandemic, right, I realized I really couldn't understand my children. As a mother, I
Oh,
couldn't connect to my children, or rather, I don't really know how to connect to kids
hmm.
because it
Is
has
it
always
because
been rushing. Hmm?
because of the
Yeah,
time that you can't be with them most of the time, right? It's the
yeah, correct. So
miss how you
because
say
hmm?
the gap of no communication the gap
Yeah,
of no
because
communication
like
together.
before the pandemic, right, we rush every single morning and go out
Mm,
like six
mm,
o'clock, then just put them
mm,
there, then come back, pick them. They have to just
uh,
eat and then bathe and then sleep. So it's
sleep.
basically no communication. I could
Mm,
see that my eldest actually had some he's not very happy in the
uh,
kindergarten, but
I see.
I don't know how to actually talk
Uh,
to him. So it's like during
mm,
that pandemic time, right? It made me realize that I couldn't connect to them. But
mm,
after joining this business and actually quitting my full-time job just to make sure I'm able to focus on them, I
mm,
am able now to actually learn to talk to them
mm,
calmly without getting angry.
mm, mm,
And
so,
it's true that I have
mm,
always been very angry because I have to do
mm,
things fast and
mm.
my kids they couldn't keep up to that pace. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes,
Makes you frustrated, right?
so it just makes me feel so guilty. I guess it's a
Mm,
mother guilt overall lah. Huh.
mm,
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the greatest
mm.
achievement for
That's
myself
true. Yeah.
as a mompreneur because I finally get
Mm,
back that balance I want without sacrificing
mm.
the income part as well. Mm,
Okay, that's good.
yeah.
So great that you actually found this business that you have back that time, and the like the connection and the
Yeah.
communication with your kids. Yeah,
Mm,
because I think
mm,
I mean every mom when it comes to
mm,
children, right, we would do anything for them
mm.
just
Yes.
just so that we can get the connection we have with the kids. I think it's very important.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think all mothers will believe that. I mean, and also, agree with that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's true.
Okay. What about our last question, which is, I mean, not question, it's, your word of advice before we go off to our viewers.
Mm. Oh yeah, today it seems like it's quite a long time. I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry about it.
Let me think. A word of advice.
Mm,
Since I am almost 2 years, right? Maybe let's put it this way. Um,
mm,
what would you see yourself doing in the next 2 years? What would you
mm,
see your life be like the next 2 years?
mm,
For myself, if I didn't come into this digital business, I wouldn't
mm,
have realized how blessed I am in my life, and how blessed I am to have the people and the family I
mm,
have
mm,
in my life, because I was just too
mm,
focused on trying to earn money to pay bills, and I neglected basically everything around me, thinking that that is the only way in life.
mm,
So, what about you? If you are
mm,
listening now, what about you? What would the
mm,
next
yeah,
2 years and 5 years be like? Would it be the
mm,
same as today?
mm,
Or would there be opportunity for you to try something new
mm,
and change it to be
mm,
better?
mm.
So to me is, if you never try, you never know.
You never know. Yeah, true.
Yeah, so this is something that I believe, because I see the change in me. Even my husband see the change in me. Without this digital business,
Mm,
I think I
mm,
might still be that naggy wife that
mm,
always
mm.
always
Always
argue
grumble on
on argue on certain point that he makes,
oh,
because I was very close-minded. I want to be
mm,
secure. I want
mm,
to be just go by the book. But
mm.
in real life, there is no such thing as going by the book.
True, true,
Changes is the new constant every day. So
true.
we have to be ready to take up different changes, different challenges. So if we do not try when the opportunity is in
Mm,
front of us,
mm,
when we are so
mm,
desperate, are we still able to have that mindset to try new things or not? I know I wouldn't be like, if I'm so desperate,
mm.
how would I be open enough to explore new opportunity? So
Yeah,
now is
true.
the right time, whereby
Mm,
you may be comfortable or you may be thinking about trying new things.
mm,
This is the time for you to open up your mind and just
mm,
explore and learn.
mm.
Nothing wrong about learning, right? Life is
Yeah,
always
true.
about learning.
Yeah, true. Life is a learning process all the way, right? Yeah, true.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. We never stop learning in life. True.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you so much, Esther. Thank you so much. You have given
You're
so much
welcome.
advices and good advices, and your sharings is I'm sure you and you inspire a lot of
Mhm.
people.
Yeah.
So okay, I hope viewers you all heard Esther's story.
Mm.
Have that good faith if you have come across any of our
Mm.
any one of us our social media like I
Mhm.
said pray. Hit that button, watch that
Mm.
90 minutes webinar, know
Mm.
how and learn
Mm.
more about this online business because you never know
Mm.
if you don't try. Who knows this is for you, right? And it can actually
Yeah.
change your mind. You see, it's changed and Esther's life, yeah, right? And it actually changed a lot of other people's life in this world too. Okay,
Mm.
thank you, Esther. Thank you so much for
Thank you so
taking my
much, Cynthia. Thank you, everybody.
invitation.
Good night.
Okay, thank you. Good night. Bye.
Bye.